Hi, my name is Katherine Vaughan, and I've been a vegetarian for over 7 years. I became a vegetarian when I was about 13. I was in 8th grade, and it was a part of our science class. We watched a meat industry documentary, and it changed my views of how my food got to my plate. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. We had to sit there and watch it, and it was pretty gruesome for us only being in 8th grade. It was a bunch of farm animals, so like cows and pigs and chickens, who were crammed in itty-bitty cages, and I mean, they didn't even see the light of day. They couldn't spread their wings, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't turn around, and it was obvious that they were injected with steroids, and they were zapped with these little taser sticks and hung upside down by their feet and incinerated. It was horrible. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. So it really made me question where I got my food. And obviously I was only 13, so I didn't really think about it before. I always just thought, oh, food, so. Okay, so there's a difference between being a vegan and a vegetarian. A vegan is someone who doesn't eat any animal products whatsoever, so no milk, ice cream, any dairy products. They usually don't wear fur, or Uggs have lamb skin, that kind of thing. They don't wear anything that has anything to do with animals, whereas vegetarians don't eat just meat, like chicken, cows, pigs, anything like that. But we still we drink milk and we eat ice cream and cheese and all of that. I am the only vegetarian in my family. No one in my family has the same feelings as I do towards animals. Not that I don't love them, but they're not as strongly devoted to it, I guess, as I am. Which makes things kind of hard when I go home for Thanksgiving and have family gatherings, because I always have to find something different to eat, and I always have to make sure that there's something I can eat. When I first became a vegetarian, my family was not about it. They were not angry with me, but I guess they were more concerned about my health. I was 13 at the time, and I've always been really, really small. I was born 2 months premature, which doesn't help anything. So as a 13-year-old, when you're still growing and developing, you need all those nutrients, and I definitely was not getting them, since my mother did not want to cook differently just for me. She was more like, you're gonna eat what I cook, or you have to find your own food kind of thing, which there was always food in the house for me to eat. I just had to make it myself. So my family was against it, but they thought it was a phase, obviously, like most parents do, but eventually I got older and I'd never changed, so they kind of accepted it, and we have to, I don't know. It's more of my thing, it's not like anyone else's, so whenever we go out, they ask me what I want to eat, I have to work around what everyone else wants, since the majority rules and I'm just the one person. People, when they find out that I'm a vegetarian, a lot of times they're surprised, especially for how long I've been one. And then they'll usually say something like, oh, I tried that once, but it didn't work. I love chicken too much, or, I love meat too much, or whatever their answer is. It's usually not, oh, I am too, But a lot of times I get asked oh, what do you even eat? Salad? And they're just astounded by, I just don't eat it. But it's so funny to me because I eat everything that's just not meat. It's like being allergic to peanuts. You eat everything that's just not in peanuts. It's different, but it's not so different that you can't eat anything, and I'm stuck to salads for the rest of my life, So it's quite interesting to me when they come up with all their questions. To me, being a vegetarian is one of the most important things that I've done. It's something that I've done that I was able to just stand up for in a way. Animals don't have a voice, so it's something I can do to say, hey, I feel like this is wrong. And it's my way of taking a stand for those animals and saying that the way that they are treated in order for us humans to live is a horrible thing, and they should not be treated like that. So it's very important to me, and I feel like it's one of the more unique parts of me, and it's something that I'm really proud of. But I hope this little short documentary has opened your eyes a little bit and maybe let you think about different options of your eating lifestyle, and maybe you have considered becoming a vegetarian, because it is a very fulfilling thing to do, and you could save a couple animals along the way.